was listening to the opening thing. I shouldn't be listening to it. I should be paying attention.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, welcome to another episode of Roll for Initiative.
What's the show?
Where we break down...
Roll for Initiative.
Yes, 16 of a certain topic and declare which one is the best through your help by voting throughout the night or through the afternoon.
What happens if I already know what the best one is from the beginning?
Oh,
That's
you
true.
have to
We
convince
just skip to the end of the show?
No, it's not up to us, Chunk. It's up to the chat.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. We cannot vote.
Nope, we cannot.
Cannot
You can't vote.
You can't stop
Chunk.
me.
The
We
chat
can
will.
penalize you.
Excuse me?
Like, oh no. Yeah, that's right. I'll penalize you.
So, as you can see next to Cucumber, he has no face.
Oh, sorry. What? That's me. Oh, little no face. He's all pixelated.
Yeah,
he's a
he's
little
all-
gif.
And then he turns into a smiley face.
Yay, he's gonna eat me.
Oh, I don't have the window. I have to open that window.
That's so cute. You don't have anything open, man.
No, I forgot all the windows.
Wah wah. Can't help you there. So, today, because Cucumber won, he decided that this week we will be talking about which is the best Legend of Zelda game.
Yeah.
And so for me and Corey, that's kind of a harder subject because we're not really that big of gamers for Zelda specifically. But
Great, so you don't like good things, is what I
exactly. Yes, I hate joy. So
like legit though. Zelda. Fuck.
No, it'll be good. It'll be good.
It's happiness in a yeah.
I never owned a Game Boy. The first Nintendo console I ever had was a Nintendo 64.
Okay, so you had access to one of the greatest Zelda games ever made.
So you had
We'll get there. But fuck, man. You wasted that N64. I can tell you that right now.
I only
It's
had
like
like 4 games on it too. I had Diddy Kong Racing. I had I know.
Fuck. Not even Mario Kart. You got Diddy
that's
Kong.
a good one.
You're like, I got Diet Racing. I got sugarless, caffeineless. What else? GoldenEye? At least you had GoldenEye. All right, everybody had GoldenEye.
I had Mario 64.
Meh.
And I had the Episode 1 Pod Racer.
That was good.
All right.
But you didn't have any Zelda. That's stupid.
No Zelda.
It's like I keep thinking that I couldn't find anything more wrong with you.
Oh yeah.
And then more
No,
stuff
there's
shows up.
So many
Like,
things wrong with me. Just keep a list and it'll keep going.
No, I can't
Whoever
do that.
wins this, that should be the topic for next week.
The best worst thing about Ryan.
Yeah, so I also didn't have too many consoles growing up, and it was really just I missed the Zelda wave. I picked it up every so often.
What
so I
Zelda
didn't,
wave? It's just been on the whole time. It's always been there.
I bought
know.
systems
I never
to
got-
play Zelda.
Yeah,
That's the
everything's
only
on
reason I
system.
even had a Wii, is so I could
Yeah.
play Zelda.
Yeah. No, I
Wii
know I'm missing out. I know that I'm missing out. Also, yes, the Wii sucked. But yeah. It should be fun. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be fun. Yeah, huh?
Yeah. Let's go.
Also, wait, I want to remind everybody in the chat, when you're voting, if you put the text of the things, if you're like, I like option A, but I'm voting for option B, it'll count your vote for option A. So be careful.
Yep. Vote first, then tell your opinion or something like
Vote, then talk.
that. Yeah.
Vote, then talk.
Or use very
Thanks, Tigeron. We had fun.
Yes, yeah, thanks, Tiger.
So, and back over the things, we'll open up the polls for every bracket that we go through, and you'll vote in the chat. And at the very, very end, you get to decide popularity vote who is the best debater of the day, and they also get to choose what the topic is for next week. And you get to use your channel points to vote for that too. So, and also this is called Roll for Initiative because we roll d20s to figure out who gets the opening argument per bracket. And so, I think we'll just start with that.
So what's our first?
The first bracket is
In
the
Breath of
very,
the
very,
Wild.
very first Legend of Zelda versus Breath of the Wild.
Why would you start there?
Gosh,
Ouch.
that is
That's
rough.
fucked up.
That is
fucked
super
up.
fucked up.
Yeah, why
it's-
would you start there?
It's all random. I could
Random.
re-randomize it.
Random.
It's random.
Well,
Well, what? I got a
what's
7.
happening? Oh,
I also got a 7.
Oh, right. Rolling. 16.
I'm gonna
Oh shit.
what?
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 I only changed the images on one page and not the
Oh,
other.
look at us all broken and shit.
Yeah, I'll fix that. Give me your dick.
Good, because I need time to go find the dice.
Okay.
This way. Oh, I'll do the Sesame Street thing.
Dun, 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 dun.
There we go.
Oh my gosh. Does
All right,
not
chunk.
look okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. Things fell.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. But something.
Oh, damn death.
Oh, weird. In the stream, are you flipped?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay then. Okay.
Flipped to me. So you like I think
I'm looking.
And then-
Flipped.
I'm looking towards cucumber right now.
no. So you are flipped for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah, you are
Flipped.
flipped. It threw me off because your hair was like on the wrong side when I looked on the website. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Huh.
Anyway.
What's going on?
You've been flipped for a while because that happens on perception check.
Oh,
Yeah.
I might have
Yeah,
flipped
because
it
Zelda
so I-
also
did you-
doesn't
I
start
think-
with an A. If you look at your image.
What?
Oh,
Because he's got the Zelda logo next to him.
Which
but
is
we're
cut
seeing
off in
the
the
A
actual-
before the Z because of the back
No, that makes
is the
sense.
backward.
It's just wrong. We'll just add that to the list. It's okay.
Because what I'm seeing in the camera is what should be on Zoom, but
Yeah, it's
Okay, well, who's yelling? Let's
fine.
yell. I got a 16.
no. Let's talk about unimportant things a little more.
Okay, well, let's see. Tigeron asks, what is the difference between the two titles besides the title? I can tell you that. The Legend of Zelda was the very first Legend of Zelda game. Came out on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Way back when. Don't ask me for a year, because I don't know it.
I might. 1986.
You didn't know it. You looked it up. That's different.
He knew it from
Uh,
before.
And The
On the way
Legend of
back.
Zelda Breath of the Wild is the most recent Zelda game. And it's open world as opposed to fairly linear. I mean, both of them are RPGs, so you can kind of travel freely, but you still have to do things in order in the majority of the Zelda games before you can do whatever. Breath of the Wild, you could just go nuts. I mean, there's things you probably should do first, but nothing like railroads you into doing anything in particular.
The first game is kind of like that too.
Yeah?
Actually, they actually looked at the first. The Breath of the Wild is almost like a loose remake of the first Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
That's where they started their design, the game designing of Legend of Breath of the Wild. They looked at the original Zelda and looked to create what that adventure was kind of like, and then remade it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Did you find a die yet?
yeah, I found one.
Okay, good.
Oh, 18.
All right, it's you.
Yep.
Well, like I was saying, since it's just hard, but since Breath of the Wild is a sort of pseudo remake of the original Legend of Zelda, and they just made it way better. Obviously, Breath of the Wild is way better than. Plus, the first one was hella hard, and it's like elementary school me was like, what the fuck is happening? I don't know what this is. No instructions. It was great. I love it, but I definitely did not get very far in that game.
I grew up on the original Legend of Zelda. It was one of the first games I ever played. Love it. However, sometimes it takes like any medium, right? It takes a lot of directors, a few games to get it right. It takes a lot of like authors, a few books in their series to like find the tone. And I feel like Breath of the Wild is like everything a Zelda game should have been from the beginning. it takes the best things from that first game and then proceeds to improve and expand upon all of those while still maintaining the aesthetic and the feeling of adventure, the rush of exploration, and adding various elements that most gamers really like in other RPGs. So something that I initially thought was so frustrating was like everything in Breath of the Wild breaks, right? Pisses me off so bad. Because like I hate having to craft in games. Like I like it when it's optional. Like Skyrim, it's optional. But Breath of the Wild, it's like your shit breaks, which made me so mad. But then it forced me to go and discover more of the world to find more replacements, and it gave you that impetus to just keep going and keep exploring. Like you don't get comfortable, which I actually ended up really liking that about that game.
Yeah, and the game is huge. Yeah. I found after I finished the game, I kept finding areas that I'd never been to before. I was like, I look at my map and go, like I haven't been there, and I'd go over there. It's a huge game, which is why I don't understand why the chat is wrong for voting.
Good.
No, you're good.
So it's one of those things where the original, it started it off. It is the original, and so there's a lot of nostalgia. There's a lot of it started the phenomena that is The Legend of Zelda. It's kicked off so many things, so many games, as we're able to fill this 16-point bracket with them. But one of the main things that I really like visually interesting games, and I understand it's a what's
technical limitation.
Yes, a technical limitation that the original looked the way it did because that's what it had to look like. It's still the visuals of a game really help bring me into the world. And so Breath of the Wild is just, it looks so pretty. It seems so inviting that I think it was a lot more approachable for a lot of people. And I think it brought even more people into the franchise that already knew, like there's so many people that were already fans of Zelda and Link and everything. And then this just brought in a whole new wave of people as well. That I feel are lifelong friends now. So I would go with Breath of the Wild as the better one.
Tegra says, if Legend of Zelda was only made in 2017 and Breath of the Wild was in 2020, which would you pick? Well, I'd be wondering why The Legend of Zelda would look so terrible in 2017.
Yeah.
So still Breath of the Wild.
I feel like I would go even harder toward Breath of the Wild at that point. But yeah, I don't know. Like
it didn't quite have like an in-depth story at all, and it's very, very simple, which is kind of where it's fine because that's where it started. But 20 years later.
Yeah, and I always felt like Zelda, in general, this isn't really an argument for any of the games, has always been more up my alley because I'm way more friendly with hack and slash than I am with turn-based, and this was like the answer to Final Fantasy for those early gamers who are just like, I don't want to tell them what to do, I just want to swing my sword. So it's perfect for that.
Yeah, and for me, like the reason I loved Zelda to begin with, or when I did Breath of the Wild, I always had like how Corey was saying, the visuals are what brings you into a game. Being able to go to all the towers and opening the maps bigger and bigger each time was something I would just spend like an hour doing, to just keep broadening the map, and just because it looked pretty and I wanted to finish that to explore. And so a game that has allowed me to explore like that is definitely my highest opinion.
The chat says "fuck us."
Yeah.
Yep.
That's weird, man. This is nostalgia lenses, friends. This is
using all my chat points to skew the game.
What?
Don't you use chat points to? Oh, that was the old one, huh? You can't use your chat points anymore.
So the chat points are only used
at the end.
That's at the end. That's right. Yeah, I don't get it.
You don't get it.
No, I don't get it.
It's very close. I mean, it's almost 50-50, but I think chat is going to win on this one.
I think we lost this one. And here's the deal: if you're gonna go with an earlier Zelda game, there are better options.
There are way
than
better
the
ones.
First one than the very first one. Like I'll take the second one before I'll take the very first.
Oh hell no!
The side scroller?
Ew.
Oh wait, the second one.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's a goddamn one worst. It's not the worst. It's the worst on a Nintendo system.
Oh, sorry, not that one. Link to the Past is what I consider the second one. In my brain, I got it wrong.
No, that's like 4 in.
Very interesting
four?
tonal shift
Something
in
like
music.
that,
It was weird. It was weird.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
we lost.
Yeah. Calling it.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Dang it.
All right. Well, Breath of the Wild does not get to move on. The original's capping it.
That's weird.
That is very
I
weird.
thought that was gonna take it, honestly.
All right. So the next one we have is the Minish Cap and the Wind Waker.
I'm gonna roll for it. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I got a 17.
Oh, good, because I got a 5.
No. 9.
There's gonna be a revolt in the chat, arguing with chat.
So I think it was cute.
What did Chunk get? What did Chunk
9.
Chat
9?
don't care about our opinions.
9.
Chat's
No.
just gonna vote.
It's Cucumber. Go.
What? I did.
Okay.
Oh, it's me. Okay. I'm gonna go with Wind Waker. Because the Minish Cap, I mean, it's a handheld. It's pretty cute. They both have like that similar, like adorable design, but Wind Waker did it first. And initially, I hated that toon look. No, is it not first?
No,
Minish Cap is
it was way earlier.
Yeah.
Than Wind Waker.
Way earlier.
Minish
Yeah.
Cap was
Fuck it.
2004. Wind Waker was 2003.
Oh.
What?
Oh, well,
I'm
fuck
wrong.
you then. Yeah. All right. So yeah, Wind Waker redesigned a universe that had been established for so long in a very cute way, but made it okay. And I really liked the sentient ship. My thing about Zelda is like I've never been really about the mechanics. I don't really care. I like the world, and I got so used to Hyrule that like when they introduced me to like a new option, I was like, no. And then I ended up really enjoying it. Yeah, Wind Waker is super cool, and it's very unique within like the pantheon's the wrong word, but within the family of Zelda games, it's one of the most unique. I think that stands out. And love it or hate it, I'm glad it was made. So it gets my vote.
Interesting.
Yeah, I did play with Minish Cap, and I did enjoy it. It feels like a weird Zelda game because it's like one of the few games that Nintendo didn't make. Capcom made it, so like it feels a little different, but it's like it just feels different because a different company made it. But I did like the mechanics of going and turning teeny tiny. And then exploring areas of a little tiny Zelda, and then exploring them as a big Zelda. That's kind of
Tiny who?
Link.
Get
Tiny
the
Link.
fuck out of here,
Tiny Link.
noob.
Tiny Link.
Tiny
But all that said, I think Wind Waker was much more fun.
Yeah.
Though I hated waiting to go anywhere in the stupid boat. It would take forever to get from place to place. It was unnecessary. I think they fixed it when they went to when I went to the Wii U. They fixed that, like taking forever to get from place to place.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I just slightly gonna go with the Wind Waker on that one.
Just based on box art alone, I like the Minish Cap one. Sorry.
Minish Cap is cute.
It is.
It's
Like
a
it's
cute
like
game.
Chibi Link. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
And I do also like the idea of that mechanic of just being able to like shrink down and do stuff. Exploring like that on a ship that doesn't really give you control doesn't sound fun to me. So I agree.
So wait, which one is your vote for?
Minish Cap.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Why is it
So
keep
I had to
switching
go for Wind Waker. I had a Zelda game for my GameCube. I don't remember that Zelda game. I could probably go find it. But it had like you could play Wind Waker that was gonna come out in a little bit for like 10 minutes. And it was however far you could get in the game. 10 minutes. And I just remember playing that over and over and over. I just loved the music. I loved it was cute. And I played that more than the actual game that I had for my GameCube. I also, one of the things that I'm really interested with with games, along with the visuals, are also the music. So I looked up the music for Wind Waker, and just kind of, it's a lot airy. It's very airy and very bright. Also, I was looking up, because of the technology jump with MIDI technology, they were better able to mimic real instruments, and so that's where you got that texture of sounds. It was a more full sound with some real instruments in there, and so just kind of like, it was airy, it was bright, there were more sounds that didn't sound quite as electronic. So Wind Waker for me.
Nice.
All right. Well, looks like chat has very clearly said Wind Waker as well. So.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Oh.
Yeah, but they made a good choice.
Ah.
Yeah, they agreed with that.
All right. Wind Waker.
I had that same GameCube disc, by the by, because it came with like a bunch of like the older games on it and demos of the new stuff, and like a special edition of Ocarina on it and stuff.
Maybe when people are voting, I can go find it, because I think
Mine got stolen along with my GameCube.
I want to go find it now.
I used to bring it into work, and it would get locked up at the end of the day every day, and then somebody just walked off with it.
Boo.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those people.
We
Did
now
it come with the GameCube? Nathaniel
It came
was saying that
with my edition. Yeah, it came with mine because it was one of the first ones that came out. So it was like a bundle.
I don't remember.
I never
Maybe your
had a
disc was different. I don't know.
Okay, what's next?
What's next is the Ocarina of Time versus the Phantom Hourglass.
Yeah.
Yeah? I think
I got a 1. Fuck.
Oh,
19.
A what?
19.
19. I got a 14.
Okay. Me. Well, by far, Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the best ones. Not the best, but one of the best games Zelda games ever made.
I agree.
And Phantom Hourglass was it was meh. It's one of those, not every of the handheld games kind of stood up to like, they felt like filler Zeldas. I didn't really feel like full Zelda games. Phantom Hourglass was weird.
Phantom Hourglass I appreciated because it was very puzzly. So in that it was cool, but it's like that's all it was. You didn't get all like the fun Zelda flair. It was like go in that room and hit a bunch of pillars until you're right. But yeah, Ocarina of Time, I mean, fuck y'all. That was like that was what sold 3D games to me as a player. And like, yeah, it was one of the best Zelda games ever made. It was extraordinarily challenging. The story was great. The graphics were great. I was emotionally invested for the entire journey. Like everything felt right. Like every time you had to go do something, the bosses were terrifying and well designed. Ocarina of Time is just the shit. I just love that game, and I will always love that game.
The remake on the 3DS was really good.
Ooh.
Yeah, 'cause it was way prettier too. I didn't realize how much better it was. I saw comparisons of the both games of the remastering. The remaster looks so good.
Ocarina of Time was one of the ones that I heard more about.
Yeah.
Specifically, like instead of just being like, "What? Why are you making noises?"
Because that means you haven't played it. I heard it's cool. It's Ocarina of Time. Go play it.
Well, it's just that because I heard about Legend of Zelda, and I knew the basic story of just Link and Zelda, obviously, but I heard about Ocarina of Time a lot, so it definitely feels like it permeated culture, pop culture, a lot better.
Yep, leaked all over the place.
Yeah, yep, all over.
Now,
Weird Judge asked the question for a different choice. Link Awakening. Oh, we'll get to that then.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought it was Ocarina of Time. I was gonna say if it's the remaster or the original one, I'm gonna go with the remaster. Just because it looks better. And one of the things that I didn't like about Ocarina of Time was that like if you stepped away from the game for a while, you came back for the game, you're like, the hell was I doing? The hell was I? What's next? Shit.
It
There was
needs
no
that-
like there, and in the remaster they added these like stones that you crawl into, and it gives you like tips or clues of what you should be doing next, which is good for like younger kids who want to get into Zelda, but like especially those the hard ones are hard to figure out what you need to do. You just go in there. You don't have to use them if you don't like them. You just skip them. But there's
Yeah.
whole stones you crawl into.
Although I will never forgive the game for the big Goron sword. Fuck that quest and fuck that sword. Anyway.
All right. Yeah. I mean, Ocarina of Time. I remember seeing all the advertisements and stuff for it growing up. Shut up. Yes, I've never played it. I do. I'm looking at one thing that I was reading that sounds like fun, but I'm sure it was not executed well in the Nintendo DS, which it actually used the microphone to scare off large enemies with ears. That was a thing, apparently.
In which
Wait,
one?
what?
In the
Ocarina?
Nintendo DS for the Phantom Hourglass.
Ah.
Yeah, you could yell at the
Maybe.
thing, it would run away.
Oh, I think I vaguely we ignored that. It was stupid. I think I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
sounds like a
every
cool idea.
parent- Yeah, I feel like every parent, every kid was like, "Look, you can do this! Look, see this monster!" Ah, and the parent was like, "We're never
No.
doing that again. We're not doing that. No, wrong. Fight it. I don't care. We're not yelling at it."
Nice. Okay. Well, also definitively, Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
Yep, Zelda. Definitively Zelda. Just say that every time. We're good to go. I got a 9 for the next one. I'm getting ahead of the curve.
Whoa,
9.
6.
a lot.
I rolled
I
a
see.
die, Ryan. I'm doing what we're supposed to do
Oh,
on
shit.
this show.
I got an 8.
No, wait, no.
You're
What's
first.
next?
What's next?
Do it, Corey.
I'm gonna try.
Do it. Oh, now we actually have to ask, which Link's Awakening is this?
Yeah, which one?
There's more than one.
Yeah, the recent one is a remake.
This is
Remake.
the Link's Awakening from 1993, Game Boy.
Oof.
Okay,
Have
wait,
fun.
wait. Notes. I have notes. Hold on. I have notes.
Oh, you took notes?
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Hold on. I have notes.
That's right. We just said if you weren't allowed to yell from your parents, you could also blow into the thing and it would count it as if you were shouting because the microphone was right under the screen. And you
Oh,
go,
that's funny.
Yeah. I remember seeing kids do that. I never had one of those systems. I had to borrow it way later.
So hold on. Talk about something else.
what?
I don't know.
I
Whatever
We
you
talk about
want.
Zelda. How many folder levels
oh,
did you hide these notes?
let's talk about how terrifying the Redeads were the first playthrough. They're fucking scary, man.
The what?
The Redeads in Ocarina of Time. The zombies that would like jump on your back
Oh,
and shit.
yeah.
Fucking nightmare fuel. They scared the shit out of me.
So okay. So I was going through. What the fuck?
Exactly that. That's what they would do. They'd like scream. You're like, "Ugh."
You just freaked her out.
Yes, it's terrifying. Don't do that. So I went
Jumping,
through
got it.
the soundtracks of the different games, and I really liked the Spirit Track soundtrack a lot better. It just felt moodier. It felt more intense. I don't remember Link's Awakening, which kind of tells you about it. It felt like
You
I
were
don't know.
sleeping on Link's Awakening?
I guess yes. I really preferred the the music, the entire soundtrack of Spirit Tracks. It felt moody. It felt different and distinct from the other soundtracks.
Great.
Okay.
That's my argument.
All right. Oh, you go for it.
I'm gonna go with Link's Awakening on this. And Spirit Tracks was also it was an okay game. It was cute, but it definitely didn't. The Link's Awakening, not Link's Awakening, the Wind Waker kind of
Yeah.
world kind of didn't have that much flair to it, and I don't think it had that lasting Zelda kind of feeling to it. So this game kind of goes meh. But Link's Awakening is really good. I played the original on the Game Boy, and I thought it was great. It was actually the first Zelda game I finished. Yeah, I think so. And I had a great time. And I also played the remake a lot. And I think even though the remake is really nice and really cute and I love it, I think I like my experience with the original one better. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Link's Awakening. It was a nice way to they like went away from the main story of like save the princess, like normal story, and they put him in a whole different setting, which is kind of a nice and refreshing way to kind of do Zelda.
And was Spirit Tracks the first one you can actually control Zelda too?
I don't remember.
Spirit Tracks was the one that had multiple endings. Okay.
Ah.
I was looking at I knew there was something specific about Spirit Tracks else. It was the one that you could actually determine it had 3 distinct endings that, depending on what you answered from Zelda, it would have a different ending, which was distinct to that game. Which is cool. Sorry.
Link's Awakening. Like, for real, it's super fun. It's like it is like the compact version of the Zelda experience. Like, I feel like that's a good primer for someone who's never played a game like Zelda at all ever. You're like, hey, this is the gist of the game. Enjoy. But it doesn't lessen the experience either. Like, the puzzles are still challenging. The dungeons are still pretty hard, and it's lots of fun. Easy to solve, harder to do, I think, is my experience with Link's Awakening.
Nice.
Meow, 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 meow.
Ah, okay.
So I keep doing that to freak out Corey.
Do you just do it randomly? Is it like just whenever?
Yeah, probably.
You need to like record
why does
the
that
sound.
affect you so much? It's not a puke noise.
I might join
it's
in.
not.
I
It just
want to know when to
it's
do it.
pinging me something. It's just weird. My
Is it
it's
PTSD?
weird noise. It's freaking me out. What do you want?
See a lot of redeads as a kid? Is that why?
So you need to record the sound and then somehow make it so that it's Corey's ringtone. And then
No.
Oh my gosh, yes.
No.
no. All right. Link's Awakening. Moving on. All right. Now we have A Link to the Past.
Yeah.
And Skyward Sword.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Oh. 3.
What? Why are you guys rolling so low?
Because we want you to go first either way.
I got a 14. God damn it.
14?
Yes.
I got 6.
So, A Link to the Past and Skyward Sword. So,
2 more games you didn't play.
Yeah.
correct.
Got it.
Same.
Got it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
again, I
And you
took
just looked up.
no, took notes. God damn it. So, for Skyward Sword, they used a live full orchestra for the music. This was distinctly different from the synthesized tracks that they had previously been using. So you get that big full sound. You have, again, a full orchestra. However, that also, so that was gorgeous and wonderful. It sounded great, but that also restricted the design team because they didn't, if you had synthesized track, if I was animating somebody walking or something like that, you could mess with the background sound a lot easier because it was synthesized. Because they used a full orchestra, they didn't have that control. So the teams really had to communicate and figure out exactly what they were doing, as opposed to get it down sort of like that and we'll fix it later. They had to communicate a lot better, but the sound, the orchestra, the music was really beautiful in Skyward Sword.
Okay. I got 2 words for you.
Suck it.
Link Bunny.
What?
Link Bunny. A Link to the Past. You get to go to the dark mirror world and become a bunny version of yourself and go save people that way. Link to the Past is the best fucking game. That's the one I've played the most out of every Zelda game. I play it all the time. I love that game so much. And Yeah, it's super, super fun. And it's kind of like a similar thing that they revisited later with like Twilight Princess, the whole like you have two different versions of like similar worlds and stuff. I guess Ocarina did it too, but they separated it by time. But yeah, it was just cool. It was a lot of fun. Fucking hard as hell. Super difficult. Because like if sometimes you did stuff out of order, like it made it very, very difficult to complete the entire game. Yeah. And it has like all like the good flavor of all the older NES games, but it's just a very streamlined experience. And it's so cute. Bunny. You can be a little pink bunny.
That's that.
Pink bunny.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Link to the Past as well. Where's the window? Here it is. I did in both versions. The remastered version too as well is pretty good. I think it's pretty much the same.
How well did the Wii remote work when they tried to match it to the sword?
About as good as it worked with anything else. The Wii was a fucking travesty.
It was.
Fair.
Nah, I disagree. A different show. And I'm also gonna go Skyward. I didn't really play Skyward Sword because I didn't buy a Wii U. Nobody should have. That was a travesty. And so I'd never played it. I'm hoping that they bring it to Switch because I really want to play like do a remastered version on Switch because I heard it was fun, but I don't really know much about it. But Link to the Past, I love. It's like Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past, Breath of the Wild. Those are all like most amazing games.
Now, I might be wrong, but
Yeah,
I'm like normal. But I'm looking in Zelda: Link to the Past. Is that the first one that says that it introduced the Master Sword to the series?
Did it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, the name maybe.
Maybe the name, but
Good
I feel
point.
like that ability's always been a thing. I don't know. I don't know. That's
Mermaid
wacky.
Tulip.
Hi, Mermaid
Mermaid
Tulip.
Tulip. Oh, it was Mermaid Tulip's birthday the other day. Yesterday, I think.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Have an extra martini on us.
One for each of us here.
Yeah, General Davis says he's disappointed in Cucumber because he thinks that there was a tragedy. It was not.
I have it. It's right over there in the garage, untouched for years.
Yeah, well, maybe that's a you problem.
It's
A
not.
Wii U problem?
Ah.
Oh, no, I don't have a Wii U. That was too much money for too little return.
It's true. That was a short-lived console.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I think the only reason I have a Wii is because of Wii Fit.
How'd that work out?
The
for
Wii
you?
Fit was cool.
Shut the
Actually, that was the thing I played the most out of everything.
Oh, that was the best reaction. Whoa.
Aggressive.
I laughed too hard too quickly. I got dizzy. Oh. I got no blood to my head. Okay.
But yes, Link to the Past seems to be moving on.
Okay.
Okay.
I do want to play Skyward Sword. I hope it comes out.
Yeah. I mean, I want all of them to be on the Switch so I can like progress through them at some point.
Both Ocarina of the Past, I think, is on the Switch, isn't it? I know Link to the Past is. I think they both are. Look in the Super Nintendo thing.
I would like to ask one question. Why are they not able to kill Ganon? Like, what is wrong with them or him or like?
They kill him.
Well, yeah, there's Ganon, then there's another Ganon, then there's Ganondorf.
Ganondorf.
The idea is, it's like, think of it like the Force, right? It's like there's always going to be a Sith Master, and there's always going to be a hero who has to come and bring balance. Very similar in the Zelda universe. Like, Link has gone through so many eras of time at this point.
Yeah,
And Breath of the Wild actually touches on that in the
they're not-
opening game.
They're not like quite sequels to each other at all. They're almost like it's like the story's being retold.
Ah.
And then people theorize that there's like an actual timeline, and there is actually certain games that are set in different times or eras. So the Breath of the Wild touches on that. There's been eras, and there's been it's like the same hero reborn kind of a thing.
Got it.
Yeah, and of all the iterations, Ganondorf is definitely my favorite of the villains. So good, so fucking good, especially in Ocarina of Time, because you're just like a powerful ass dude. So good. Oh, the fucking painting fight, so good. Fuck, Ocarina of Time is so good, you guys.
Yeah,
Such a good game. I need to replay it.
All right. Our next poll will be Twilight Princess versus Majora's Mask.
Majora's.
Majora's?
Majora's.
Okay.
God.
Majora.
5. I got a 5.
I got a 3.
I got a 3.
Here we
I got a
go.
1.
I got a 3.
No, you did not.
All us threes reroll, or is that Corey again?
Yes, Corey again.
Get on it, Corey. Don't fuck this up. What was that?
It's
You make them
Midna.
butterflies?
It's a
Oh,
Midna.
It's a midnight. Got it.
Yeah, and I love her. I did not. So I sort of played Twilight Princess. My friend had a
Did
Wii.
not.
My friend had a Wii, and so we played Twilight Princess. And I love Midna. She is the best. And you get to play as a wolf. I think it's so cute. And that was a story that I did follow. Majora's Mask, I feel like I tried to play on a friend's system and got really frustrated with how hard it was to play.
It's
And
fucking
so-
hard.
Yeah, okay. So it wasn't just me. It felt
No, yeah, it's hard.
I remember it being just ridiculously difficult to play, and Twilight Princess has Midna, and you get to be a wolf. My vote is for Twilight Princess.
Yeah, Majora's Mask is a cool game, like a really cool game, but it's fucking hard. So like, if I have to go with like experience, like what kind of experience I had with each game, definitely Twilight Princess, because it's a more of a classic Zelda game, and it encourages you to like keep running the forward on the story. Majora's Mask was all about challenging you a whole bunch, so that I didn't enjoy as much. It was hard.
Yeah. I did not enjoy Majora's Mask until I was an adult. And I was like a kid obsessed with Zelda, and I fucking hated Majora's Mask. I love the design. I love the look and all the characters. Like, I like getting to know, like, all the weirdos in that town. Like, it was super fun and sweet. But I was like, I will never beat this, and I don't care to.
Yeah.
Like, I just got so mad at it. I never wanted to play it again. And then,
No, go ahead.
What? Okay, but I was gonna say, yeah, Twilight Princess, I love. My only gripe is not that you get to play as a wolf, it's that you must play as a wolf, because playing as a wolf fucking sucks in that game. But the rest of the game I love. I also love Midna. I love that
Midna's
whole like expansion to that universe. Like I like Twilight Princess's take on the world. I think it's very interesting and pretty. That's a pretty ass game. It's one of the more beautiful of all the Zelda games.
Yeah, that's not to say that Majora's Mask is bad at all. It's just more if you're like more of a hardcore gamer who likes the challenge and needs to be pushed, Majora's Mask is a great game for that. If you're more of like a story and just kind of let's just go forward, let's just keep telling the story. Twilight Princess is much better for that. But they're both big games. But Twilight Princess, I'm gonna just say just edges above Majora's Mask a little bit.
I get mad when any game adds a timer, especially like an open world game. Pisses me off. Like I get that I'm in control of the timer and I'm like, oh, just reset. But I just get so mad. I'm like, you just let the moon crash. Let the moon just fucking smash us all.
I think, I have Twilight Princess on the Wii, and
Yeah, that's the system it came out
Did you
on.
play it? Did you play it?
I got as far as riding the horse and killing chickens, and that's it.
So the beginning.
Killing chickens.
Well, or like messing with chickens and stuff.
I'm about to say,
Yeah.
in Zelda, you don't kill chickens. Chickens kill you.
Yeah, like the only thing I can remember doing is getting on the horse and riding it, and that's all I ever did in that game. And I just
So you started the game.
yeah,
Great.
I'll say that.
but it was pretty.
Malkuf Soldier says it also doesn't tell you stuff in Majora's Mask. Like you could slow down time, but it never told you. It was like, what?
Anyone else ever buy like the the Prima's guides to games when you get all stuck and you're like, fine, I'll spend the $14.99. Tell me how to beat Pokemon Crystal. Fuck. No, just me.
I never knew about those, and by the time I knew about those, there was YouTube, and so it's always like, no, I'm frustrated. I'm finally gonna freaking Google it. And
Oh,
like, YouTube videos.
Lucky YouTube
yeah.
child, you sweet summer child. I had paper. I had to learn from magazines.
Yeah, well, when you're born in 2002, the internet was widely available already by then. No, that makes you 18. You're 12. 2008.
2008. This is a good year.
God, I was gonna say like 90 something. I was
Yeah.
like, no, she's born 1995. Oh shit, that would nope.
Nope.
That sounds like, nope. I don't know what year it is.
I don't know. But it's sad when we have to guess what young is, because that's how old we are.
Yeah.
Scares me a little that you think that 95 is young. I think 95 is young, but because that's very scary close to my 92. They're close.
You calculating it?
Okay.
Yeah. Now you know. Cool.
Now you know.
Well, by a little bit of a margin, Twilight Princess is moving on.
Yay!
Hey, that was
Robot
close.
icon.
Hey, it's Kenny.
Robot icon.
Happy belated, Kenny. I guess it's really belated. I don't know what days are anymore, but
Fair.
lots of almost recent birthdays. Thanks for the sub, buddy.
Oh, I should have asked Kenny if he wanted to be on this one.
Hey, Kenny, you want to be on this one?
Yeah, come join in the Zoom.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't think
fuck it.
Kenny's ever played any Zelda games.
No?
Kenny, have you ever played any Zelda games?
I don't know. I'm just
Stop everything.
saying this.
Kenny,
Kenny.
tell us your experience with Zelda.
Wait.
My mouth.
I'm gonna roll for the next one because I
Oh,
keep
yeah.
forgetting.
Because
I got a 15.
10.
I got a 10.
Safe. I got an 8. I played the original
Kenny,
Zelda.
you're not unique. We've all played. Well,
Played,
not
yeah.
all. Me and Chunk have played the original Zelda.
So that would make y'all.
Old.
There you go.
I know I'm old. Doesn't change that you're a child.
I think technically Kenny is one generation above us.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
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 So we've got Oracle of Ages.
Who's in charge of this show?
Me.
Oh, no.
I'm just talking. What's
How slow does time move for you?
We have Oracle of Ages versus
Yeah.
the Four Swords Adventure.
Ouch.
I did not play either one of these games.
I got a 15, but I don't want it. What do I get?
10. I don't have to go first.
I got an 8.
There, I got a 10 too.
Okie dokie. I also haven't played either of these, but you know the one I heard about the most? Four Swords Adventure. Because that's the multiplayer one, right?
Yeah, I did play this one a little bit. Yeah, stupid.
Yeah, well,
Stupid.
I don't know anything about Oracle of Ages, so it's gonna be Four Sword Adventures. It allows you to play Zelda with other people.
I'm gonna
Yippee
go.
doo.
I Four Swords I had this that were stupid, so I'm gonna go with Oracle of Ages, just because benefit of the doubt, because I know Four Swords sucks.
Did I? Damn it.
Four Swords. Star Wars rods. Four Swords.
Adventure. Swords.
My fingers are just like sick. I'm sorry.
I don't think it's your fingers.
Oh, so yeah, so Four Swords Adventures, Four Swords. So it was that there was like there were 4 clones of him. It was there were
Yeah.
a bunch of things, yes. And then with Oracle of Ages / Seasons, it was kind of a Pokemon situation, and so you could so you could play either separately and they would just give you a normal storyline, but so if you played one, it would give you passwords that if you used in the other one, it would give you a different story. And so you could either buy both and get similar stories, or like you would get information from one where you could then play the other one, and it would give you a different version, a different story. Yeah. Yeah, it was really weird. Yeah. Yep. So I'm going with Oracle of Ages / Seasons. Yeah.
Okay.
I like it when people try new stuff and try let's have
Like
this
drugs?
It's one way to put it, I guess.
You enjoy that? Okay.
Sure.
I have a long list that I should probably not go into.
Nice Wolf says 4 swords is that one bag of trash that is filled with meat and food that has been sitting on the sun for a week that missed the trash pickup time and you have to take it to the dump yourself.
Yeah.
That's strong words for 4 swords. 4 swords.
I think everyone is feeling about the same as well too, because nobody
likes 4 swords.
Nobody
Told
wants
you guys.
4 swords.
All right, well,
Cool.
got a lot of press though.
Did it?
I heard of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they sold that game hard. I remember all the commercials for it.
I mean, it definitely sounds like it would be fun to have a multiplayer of Zelda to do some things together, but
What a nightmare.
really?
Multiplayer RPGs should, oh god. No, I want to climb that tree. I want to fight this bad guy. That for hours. Terrible.
I don't know. I was maybe more
Hours.
like an MMO Zelda is what I'm thinking of. More
Yeah,
than
did you not see us play the MMO together? It was awful. It was terrible. We couldn't do anything together because
Lockerbie.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, because why?
because Danny kept running off and doing stupid things. I saw. I
don't
watched
think
on the
that's what
stream.
happened.
I watched on the
That's not what
stream.
happened. Mm-mm.
That's not what happened.
See, there was this whole thing. I remember watching that stream too, and I remember everybody saying like, "Hey, let's all take the same quests," and then everybody started taking all the quests. No one agreed which one we were doing.
No, you
Or they
grab
did
the
all of them.
quests. You grab all the quests,
Yeah.
and then you start. You do them. That's how you play RPGs. Because then you could do multiple quests while you're working on one. You
I
can look at the
know.
other one.
I know. That's what I would do.
But not stupid Danny. He's like, just grab one quest. I watched it happen. It was terrible.
Okay.
He's an individual.
The next poll is A Link Between Worlds and Zelda 2, the second one.
Zelda 2 garbage.
Yes, I do
Link-
not
and
like the
Link-
look of the side scroller. It looks
Oh,
terrible.
sorry. Got to roll for that.
Oh, but yes, I got an 8.
11.
A what?
11.
17.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do the thing where we keep Corey go first. I got an 18.
So you were lying?
No.
You were
No,
lying?
just the dice
No,
was
I just rolling
helping.
low with my finger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go first.
Hey yo.
Link Between Worlds is actually real fun. It's the only Zelda game that actually uses the 3D elements of the 3DS really well. Like it's part of the puzzle stuff. So I have no idea how you would ever remake that game not in 3D. I mean, I guess you could, but you'd miss out on some of the puzzles that it does. It's pretty fun. Zelda 2 was awful.
Digital.
Zelda 2 was like a bad experiment. Some people love Zelda 2. Hey, thanks for the follow. Some people really enjoy it. I don't understand it, but I tried playing Zelda 2 and it was just
Oh, thanks
weird.
for the sub.
Yeah, thanks for the sub. The side scrolling was real weird. I didn't like it. But Link Between Worlds was really fun. It was kind of like a take on Link to the Past, and it was the same style, visual style in the game, but it was and then the whole painting thing where you'd go flat. That was pretty fun.
And Weird Judge, I don't think once you voted you can change your vote. You have to be
No.
careful about what you're texting in the chat.
It's in the mail already. Too late. Yeah, Zelda 2 trash, so by default, A Link Between Worlds.
Yeah.
Damn.
If you guys can get a 3DS, I do suggest you play Link Between Worlds. It's fun.
I have a 3DS somewhere.
Play Link Between Worlds.
I have to find the 3DS.
It's like Link to the Past 2.
In 3D.
What? So, A Link Between Worlds was really cool. It was the first time they added vocals to the music to add attention and creepiness. But then they kept.
Wow!
But they didn't have a live orchestra, so because the 3DS couldn't handle the range, so to optimize, so it wasn't you weren't getting a shitty sounding orchestra, you were just getting a good sounding synthesized track. They used synthesized track and vocals, so that was really cool, and it added the attention to creepy parts, and so Link to the Past.
Do you only listen to games?
Just sit in the dark.
What I'm interested in, and this is what I took notes on.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess when you don't play any of these games, you gotta pick something out that stands out for you.
That's true.
Ryan,
Like
rated
Ryan with food.
Yeah.
That's an apt argument though for Miyazaki stuff, is that food is delectable.
You don't think that arguing about the music in Zelda games is?
It's all good. There's no bad Zelda music. Fight me. It's all
Isn't
good.
there better? So, and isn't there better? Couldn't you say all Miyazaki food is good, but
Yes.
aren't there better ones?
No.
No, they're
No,
all good.
they're all the same.
No good.
So Ryan's argument was
invalid.
just across the board.
All of Ryan's arguments are invalid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, Zelda 2 wasn't even a good side-scrolling game. Like, it wasn't a real Zelda game, and it wasn't even a good side-scrolling game. So you go, well, it's not quite Zelda, but at least it was fun. Nope. Oh, stupid.
I'm bored. Do the next thing.
Oh,
Who's
all
the
right.
adult?
In charge,
Who's the adult? Who's
Nobody.
the adult?
Ryan.
Yeah.
Supposed to be.
Man,
It's definitely not Corey.
be adult here.
All right, Link Between Worlds, winning on.
Yay!
Yay.
Hey,
All right. now-
Also, Kenny is very upset that Breath of the Wild started at the 16th slot and that you just very.
oh, they're
Oh, yeah,
just
that's
they're
because the chat
randomized.
was wrong.
I know, but he's very grumpy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and it lost,
It
Kenny.
didn't
It
move through.
lost.
Because the chat
will-
is wrong.
Chat is wrong.
We're gonna get stuck with a stupid Zelda game at the end. Watch.
Well, we eliminated most of the terrible ones.
True. True. We are now back up to our next bracket section.
Bracket.
Bracket. Legend of Zelda, the first one, and The Wind Waker. So sad.
2.
Or
18.
Never mind.
5.
first.
I am first. Okay. The Wind.
Yes.
Oh, he's gotta look it up.
Wind Waker.
No.
The Wind
I'm
Waker.
adding to the poll.
Are the numbers just based off the timeline? Oh no, it's just the list that Ryan. In order of release,
And then
the numbers
randomized.
and then randomized.
I'm gonna have to go with the original.
Thanks for the
thank you.
sub, metal headbangers. He's the metal
I
headbanger.
like
Yeah.
the alert is behind the videos.
I know. I'm fixing it. There, I fixed it.
What?
You won't know until another donation happens, but yes. So
What's happening?
shut up.
Ryan, what's your point?
You're making her fade from existence.
Start talking. Why aren't you talking?
I like the styling of the original more than the Wind Waker in a way. It just looks
In a way, what way is that? Very
know, it's
descriptive, Ryan.
like compared to like how the Wind Waker styling is. I like the original like isometric look.
That game is not isometric.
Or
But
whatever, the top down.
Sure.
Okay.
Kara says, vote for Ryan to win this week, so next week he's invested.
Ouch.
You know what happens when I'm not invested? I don't show up for the show.
That's very true, isn't it? Like, nope.
Wait, I'm gonna take Ryan's counter argument of the Wind Waker was adorable. It was cell shaded, and I really am a fan of cell shaded art, especially like Borderlands when they went over the top with it. Wind Waker it's very cartoony, it's very drawn, it has big contrasts, and you can definitely see more details than the little like bits of the original. You get so much more. Wind Waker all the way.
I'm going Legend of Zelda.
What? No.
God, don't encourage the chat.
I'm not encouraging the chat.
What are you doing?
Here's the thing: if I'm gonna go and have a Zelda experience, my choice is not going to be the Wind Waker. I like it as a spin, an alternative to a regular Zelda experience. It is not. I won't get the same
I'm gonna
satisfaction
start voting
from
in
that.
the chat.
What?
I'm gonna start voting in the chat.
No,
Keep
you're gonna
talking, keep
lose.
talking.
Because you're a chicken. Because you're a buck. With a little cluckety cluck.
Carry on with your terrible argument.
No, that's my argument. It's a Zelda game. It's dungeons and marching around and fighting Ganon. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I'm gonna go with the Wind Waker because even though the Legend of Zelda is cool and it's the first game, it's not that good. It's overly hard. It doesn't explain things very well. Story's not that interesting. I appreciate it and love it because it started everything, but that's not a good enough reason.
All right. Well, it's up to you, chat.
See, Dyson Wolf said, "Wait, isn't Zelda the one girl in the black suit with the turban around her head?" What?
What?
Talking about Sheik,
Oh,
She-
which is
Yeah.
also Zelda. Spoilers.
what?
Spoilers.
What?
Come on, every Smash Brothers player knows that now.
Yeah,
So
like, that's not-
All right. Well,
Okay, wait, we're so close.
you want the Wind Waker to move on?
Well, yes, it's adorable.
You literally
Yeah.
would have to have 3 people vote to have Wind Waker get.
I can take care of that.
No.
No.
Me, Chunk, and
Ryan.
that's 2 people.
Yeah, because Ryan will do whatever you tell him to do.
Wow. All right.
Kenny, you're allowed to vote. You're in the chat. Kenny said a Chunk
Yeah,
votes on this.
you vote. You're in the chat. Vote, Kenny.
Nah.
God damn it.
No,
Fix
if Chunk
this.
votes, people will yell.
Fix this. No, it is a great game, but it's old and dated. It's faded.
So Super Mario Brothers, but I still play that shit all the time. A good game is a
do
good
you play
game.
all the time?
I actually do. Yes.
I don't believe you.
But I'm on the Switch. And before that, I played it on my Super Nintendo. I had the All Stars cartridge. I played that a lot. Also,
All
Super
Stars
Mario
is
Brothers
great.
3.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is good.
Yeah. Which includes.
All right.
Mario
Legend
Brothers.
of
I'm gonna
Zelda.
end the poll here.
Wrong.
Bro.
Super wrong. Chat is wrong again.
You don't even know.
Yeah, at least my opinion counts.
That's true.
What?
Chunk's opinion matters.
It's not true. It doesn't count. It matters.
All right. So next we
That's all I
have.
can says. Whatever, lady.
We now have Ocarina of Time versus Lynx Awakening.
Okay. I'm gonna roll them die. 7.
Oh. 1.
7.
5.
1 and 7.
4. Looks like it's Cucumber.
Ocarina of Time. Good luck, any other game that's left anyway. No, it's fantastic. It's got wonderful horror elements. I think it's got the best individually designed like creatures and characters ever. Like I like the world building. I like the pose. I like all the weird. It's just weird. It's super cool. Ganondorf as the antagonist is super cool because he's less like super powered in this game. Like the idea of the Triforce is supposed to be like evenly matched. So even storytelling wise, I like the fact that he's just like a dude who's tapping into power as opposed to like, I'm God. And yeah, I don't know. It's just so fun. And I like all the different towns, all the different cities, getting to know everybody. And that's one of the first, if it wasn't the first, I think it was the first game that really did that like explored those other villages and gave you the lore that every game since has built upon, like with the Zoras and the Gorons and all that shit. It's just, yeah, I think for me, as a person who loves story and RPGs, that's the strongest game that married them both very, very well for me.
This is a close one for me because I like Link's Awakening. I love, but Ocarina of Time is definitely the leader in this for all those things.
Ryan, did we miss the end in Awakening?
Yeah, we're missing a lot of
Awakening. Awakening.
Everyone take another drink.
The public soul system failed, Ryan.
My drink is already gone, man. I need more drink. You can't give me more drink.
So, in that we lost Breath of the Wild early on, I think in the same way that Breath of the Wild brought a new generation to the Zelda games, Ocarina of Time was another big push of it bringing a generation to the franchise. It is definitely something that was more in pop culture and more just seen and advertised, obviously, to the masses. I think it brought more people. It was more approachable for people than some of the other games. Yeah.
Who here is literally voting for Link's Awakening over Ocarina of Time? Who's doing that? Who's doing that?
There is 2 people.
There are 2 people. A potato pony and weird judge. I see
Book,
you.
Ryan.
I see you.
I definitely like the styling of Link's Awakening. It looks very like Animal Crossing-esque. It's very cute. But yeah, I definitely heard a lot more about Ocarina of Time than Link's Awakening. So, I just based on popularity alone, Ocarina of Time.
Great.
Ocarina with me, yay!
All right, moving on. That's
I'm
not what I
gonna roll
wanted.
my dice. I got a 14. I got a
13. I got a 12.
And it will be A Link to the Past and Twilight Princess.
Oof. Who got it?
I think you.
Okay. Okay. Wait, what was it? Who was it?
Super Mario Brothers 2 and 3.
Perfect. Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario 2 is a piece of shit. It's real bad, except for Luigi's floating, which is the best thing ever, because his crazy little legs are so cute. No, that's
Shy
not
Guys.
what is it? Link to the the Shy Guys. Link to the Past and Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess is gonna. Oh wait, no, I'm full of shit. A Link to the Past. Link to the Past. Yeah, that to me is where like Ocarina of Time took the Zelda experience to the next level. I still feel like A Link to the Past is the quintessential Zelda experience. Like that is a Zelda game. To me, that is like the Zelda game. It's just so good. It's expansive, it's challenging, it's fun. It gets super cute. If you guys are all about the cute shit, it's real cute. Yeah.
Twilight Princess like it is a good game and it's pretty and it's fun, but it took a jump graphically forward, but it was still basically same Zelda thing, and I think Link to the Past did that much better.
Yeah. It had cool toys in it too. Like they added that gear thing, like and you can like ride the gears up the walls. That was dope.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Well, Princess, you get to play as a dog. You get to play as a dog.
You must play as a dog. They force it upon you.
Yes, it's a wolf. You get you have to play as a dog. Does that sound bad? It's a wolf. That's awesome.
The first hour of that game is follow that smell. It's terrible.
I love Twilight Princess. I think that it's gorgeous, but also cute. I love Midna. I think that she's adorable and weird. And I'm incredibly biased because I want to cosplay her. And you get to play as a wolf. And it's one that I actually played and enjoyed. So I totally love Twilight Princess. You get to play as a wolf.
Uh-huh. Just go buy that wolf game.
Which one can you play as a bunny? Is this the one that you can play as a bunny?
Akami.
Okami.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, get your wolf jollies in a wolf game. You want to play Zelda?
Midna.
Come back over here.
But Midna's cool.
She is cool. I have nothing against Midna. I have something against playing as a dog when I want to go swing my sword at the bad guys.
I technically don't have anything against Twilight Princess. I just like Link to the Past a little better.
Yeah.
Or Twilight Princess it's good. I like it. It's fine.
It is good. I just think that it's funny that her one high point for this game is my one low point for this game.
Yo. All right. Well, by a very slim margin, Link to the Past is moving on.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. All right. Next we have the Oracle of Ages and the Link Between Worlds.
Link between. Oh,
I got a natural 1.
Gotta roll right now.
Roll.
I got a 3.
7.
Great. I go first.
Hooray.
Link Between Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the other one was meh, and Link Between Worlds is actually real fun. That was a 3D one, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that game. I didn't love that game. I really enjoyed it. I think it was a really fun game to play. And yep, yeah, nothing more to say on that.
I don't know or care about either of these games, so
It's
I will give it to A Link Between Worlds because of we were talking about all of the like technological advancement and
opinion.
incorporation. Huh?
Could you trust my opinion?
Well, that too. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I think pushing the envelope is something that Zelda does really well, and I think that they did. Well, fuck. People. Oh yeah, no, let's get in the votes. We're good. Yeah, Link Between Worlds.
What?
You got me at 3D puzzle solving. Like when the mechanics help define the gameplay, I'm all about it. So that also translates to board games. When
So,
mechanics match theming, it's a beautiful thing.
I feel like both tried to use the technology of the time to increase the gameplay, right? So it's that 3D puzzle thing that Trump was talking about, and then the Oracle of Ages, listen, or the
No, I'm laughing at Jose in the chat.
Oracle.
Very astute. I like that argument.
But Oracle of Ages is also the Seasons one. It was that
like
Link that trying to do the passwords and trying to do, you could do the Game Boy Link thing.
Yep.
And they were trying to make that work, but I think that having never played either, it sounds like the 3D puzzle one would be much more fun and much more interactive and integral to the gameplay, as opposed to, sure, this also can be a thing that that is a part of the game. Yeah.
Jose says
Oh,
only
shit.
only Zelda game I returned and got a refund for.
Wow.
Dang.
They let you? That's
I've
cool.
never hated well, that's not true. I've hated one game that much,
What game?
and it was the Avatar: The Last Airbender Wii game. I really was fucking terrible. I was so excited. I was like, oh, they made a game! Yay! It reminded me never to buy IP tie-ins. They're just terrible. Same with the fucking Tron game. I was so excited. Garbage.
The only thing good about that game was the multiplayer, and even that wasn't amazing.
Garbage.
Yeah. It was like kind of fun, especially when you were able to get a tank and just blow people up, but then it was like, well,
Okay, wait. Did you like this game or did you not like this game?
I like the multiplayer because it was Tron inspired, but that's about it.
You didn't like the game. You like the theme. Doesn't mean you like the game.
Fair. Yeah.
I have lots of themes where I fucking hate the game and or movie and or whatever. Like, yeah, love the
I
genre.
guess it was like I wanted to like it so badly, but it was just not there.
Tron 2.0 though, that was pretty
fun.
decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, not at all what we're talking about. But we found something Ryan cares about, so he woke up.
She's gonna fly over here and punch you.
Do it.
Do it.
All right, moving on. Link Between Worlds. Do. All right, second to
Do.
last brackets.
Do.
A day.
Second to last brackets. Brackets. I got a 2.
I got
3.
3.
3?
Yeah, 3.
Then I guess 3 of us will have to re-roll.
No.
Ah, suckers.
2.
Oh,
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
You go first, girl.
No.
yeah.
Right. When you
I got a 5.
fuck you.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, wow. Rare. Rare.
Okay, so we're at what? What are we doing?
What? Who?
Legend of Zelda and
Ocarina
Ocarina of Time.
and the Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
Don't fuck us on this one, chat. You know what's right. You know what's right in your hearts.
So even though
Mm.
that's the Legend of Zelda, the first one.
The very first.
We all have nostalgia glasses on about, and it kicked off the franchise that so many people love so very much. It just kicked off so much. I mean, it's this huge franchise. Ocarina of Time is just better. It's better graphics. I gotta go with Ocarina of Time.
Well, yeah. It's all around better.
Yeah.
Better experience, better
Yeah.
gameplay,
Yeah.
better story,
Yeah.
much more fun,
Yeah.
much cuter. It has a
Uh-huh.
fairy,
Go on.
master sword,
Yup.
giant tree,
Ocarina.
You got it. Bongo
Ocarina.
bongo.
Epona.
Ona.
Yeah.
Also, like, we got voices. Other
We got
thing.
voices.
Oh man, this one is contested. This is.
Oh.
I'm gonna vote.
Oh no, Valen said he voted wrong.
Don't do it.
I'll fix
do
it.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna fix Valen's vote.
Wait,
No.
2 people need to vote to correct his, right?
Ocarina of Time is
Most
just
definitely.
good, and it holds up. It's still fun.
It's still good.
Like, it's still fun. It's
The
still
first Zelda
challenging.
isn't.
What? Yeah, Water Temple is still the shit. It's super hard and super fun. Fighting Bongo Bongo still pisses me off like nobody's business. Great Deku Tree. Like, even just going back to Kakariko Village, it's so good. It's just because it's like I would just go there to like soothe myself as a troubled youth. I would just go hang out in a little village and watch the little floaties in the sky. Because this is so pretty. This is so pretty.
Meteor. Water Temple needs to die. Oh man.
The first one not have the little annoying fairy?
No.
No. Navi
No.
was there to teach you targeting because it was the first game that like did all that 3D shit. So it was real. It was tricky. It was tricky for newbies. But yeah, she's like, hey, listen, let me give you a tip on how to play this fucking game. You target this guy, and like the voice was annoying, but the usefulness factor outweighed the annoyance big time.
I seem to recall her popping up when you were like, no, I don't need to, like, no, I don't need to know this. Like, can you go away?
Also, to date, the most satisfying like end game battle of all the Zeldas for me. Like dramatically and mechanically, I think I've had the most fun beating Ganondorf in that game out of anything. Not to mention the puke; it's hilarious. Yeah, because you kill him so hard he pukes.
That sounds awful.
great.
Can I change my vote?
No,
Nice. Well, I think that will do it. We've got a lot of votes in. So, Ocarina of Time moving on by so very small a margin.
Good.
Yes.
It will be in the final round. All right. Now we have A Link to the Past and A Link Between Worlds.
Oh.
I got a 16.
3.
5.
16.
Oh.
Oh.
Roll up.
everybody
Oh,
watching? 16.
I got a 1.
16.
That's you.
Between past and between worlds.
Yep.
Oh man, that's a hard one.
Kenny says, tough choice. They both have Link in the title.
I really like the 3D elements of Between Winter Worlds, but I think Link to the Past had a better
You scared me
More
for a
fun.
second.
yeah, better
Scared the
story.
shit out of me.
You didn't play Link Between Worlds.
No, but I have played A Link to the Past.
Well, it's a very similar game. I think you'd really
yeah?
enjoy that one too. Yeah, because it's Link to the Past, kind of like a sequel to it. It's the
nice.
it looks exactly the same type of art, the same type of overview. It's very much similar. But
shit.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Link to the Past, just because I think I had a more. I think maybe because I played it when I was younger. Maybe that's why it feels better. But this is close. This is real close.
Yeah,
Guys.
I think if I had to vote just on platform, I never played handheld games that much. I think the current Switch is the most I've ever played a handheld system. I had a Game Boy, I had a DS, I had a DS Lite, and I never fucking touched them because it's like if I'm out and about, I don't want to be playing video games.
Yeah.
And if I'm on the
wrong with
couch,
you?
I want to play on the TV. Like I don't know.
Nah.
This is not a thing. Anyway, that is neither here nor there. Link to the Past.
Between Worlds is one where you get to play as a bunny, right?
No.
A Link to the Past, you're a bunny.
Okay, Link to the Past then.
Bunny!
Bunny for the win.
Bunny, bunny.
Yep.
Which one did you hear about the most, Ryan?
Link to the Past.
Okay.
I heard about neither of these.
What?
I didn't hear about them.
See, there used to be the system. It was called the Super Nintendo. I know it's before your time, but
Yeah.
see,
Before
there's
my
a very
time.
popular.
God.
I had to have been if you never heard of A Link to the Past.
So my parents weren't really heavy gamers, and so we had
My
this
parents never played a game in their lives.
Me.
Translation: no excuse.
Ah.
Yikes.
Oh, that's starting to sound pretty good. I'm gonna put that in my pocket.
Well,
But that
actually,
didn't
I
seem
had an
repertoire.
Atari.
Like,
Or
I
my
can
dad
do
had an
that.
Atari. I played on the Atari. That was fun.
I played on an Atari and a Commodore 64
Yeah.
and the
What was
whatchamacallit?
Commodore?
Apparently, my dad used to play Wolfenstein.
Oh.
Wolfenstein.
Gosh.
They still make those.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there's one
yes,
on the
series.
PS4 or something.
Well, I think that's pretty clear that Link to the Past is moving on.
You don't want to wait for some more votes for Between Which Ones?
Yeah, it could turn around.
No. Not for that.
No. Go.
Okay.
My P.
What?
Listen,
Hey.
look.
We have made it to the
Look.
final
That was
round.
my favorite one. The look with the little what's it called? Yeah, when it
Glidal
does that.
stroke?
What's it what?
A glidal stroke? No, because that's when you hard to do like a yeah.
There's a word for it, and I lost it. 15 I got.
No.
Son of
15 as well.
Six?
I don't know why Jose is so mad. He's just fuck. Jose, what happened, man?
Did you drop something?
Stub your toe? Oh, tough choice. Tough choice. Got it. Ah,
Well, wouldn't have been if Breath of the Wild had made it this far.
Yeah.
That's
Wouldn't have been a tough choice.
that's true. Yeah.
So Reed says he's
Disappointed in all
played
of you.
neither game, so we need to sell.
Ah.
Zelda.
First of all, go play both of them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
These are the games to play.
Mm-hmm. Ocarina
Yeah.
of Past, Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past, Breath of the Wild.
The
Play them.
Ocarina of the past, present, and the future. Amen.
This is the final one, yeah. Ocarina of
Yeah.
Time versus Link to the Past.
Yeah. Everybody roll?
Yeah.
Yep.
15.
15?
6.
4.
Did you say 15, Chunk?
Yep.
I sure did.
All right, let's roll again. 6.
6.
Oh, what?
Let's roll again. 7.
7.
Oh,
fuck-
God
you-
damn it.
Come
You
on, roll again. 9.
9.
No way.
Yeah, there's no way.
What'd you get?
16.
Why do we ever listen to you about goddamn anything?
Oh, you guys let me go on for so long. It's great.
Because we trust you inherently, and then you fuck it up. And then in like weeks from now, you're gonna get mad because we don't believe you about some shit. You're the literal poster child of the boy who cried wolf. And you still have the nerve to get mad every time we call you out for being full of shit.
I'm sure that kid had a blast.
I'm sure he died young.
So we know
Anywho.
Chuck can't be it because he's old. So there we go. We're good.
Mm-hmm. Well,
okay.
the votes are getting away from us, so make your argument fast.
Ocarina of Time. These are both tough choices. I have a hard time picking either one of them. I'm gonna say just Ocarina of Time, just by a little bit, like because I did really like the move to a 3D Zelda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who are we selling? Reed. If I'm selling you, Reed, you in particular, sure. I'm gonna also sell to you Ocarina of Time. You're gonna have a much better experience off the bat, diving in for the first time playing the Ocarina of Time. It's just excellent. Even the fucking load page is beautiful. Like everything about that game, they thought about everything. Is gorgeous. It's super fun to play, and it's frustrating. When it's frustrating because it's supposed to be. It's not like there's like game design shit where you're like, oh, just make me so mad. It's just hard because it was meant to be hard, and you just have to learn, which I like. I think the only time I ever got mad at the game design was climbing around the Skulltulas. That was fucking frustrating. And then, like at the very beginning of the game when you're learning how to climb because you're like, you don't know 3D games yet. You're like, how do I still look at what I'm doing while I climb a wall? And then it's like, oh, no, fuck you, I'm a spider. Wah. And that for like an hour. But once you get past that, it's great.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I'm going to
There's,
go
like,
with
water
Ocarina of Time because I think that's the one that I have that I played midway
You
through
sure?
on. I think so. I don't know.
Positive?
I see what I think it is right over there, and I'll go.
Is there an ocarina in it?
Did you have an N64?
I used to have it in N64.
It was. I think it was also in GameCube. I think it was also on that disc
Was
that
it?
she had.
I had a GameCube thing, so whatever it was, I don't.
Yeah, I think it was that disc that came in the bundle because I think I had it too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a remaster or anything. It was just the game on a disc.
Yeah.
Oh.
So okay, yeah. So Jose says I played Ocarina on GameCube.
On
so-
GameCube.
I like Link to the Past. The fact that you play as Bunny, like that's a real hard sell for me. Like really, really hard sell. But again, I
Bunny.
think the whole like if you wanted Breath of the
Little
Wild,
cotton tail.
Breath of the Wild to win, I think you need to vote for Ocarina of Time. It's that it was approachable. It brought in a new generation to the franchise. It's a great game. Ocarina
Tyson
of
Wolf. Nuh-uh. First don't mean best.
Yep.
Empire.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that'll do it unless we get some more votes in really, really quickly. But the Ocarina of Time seems to be the
I'd
one.
be fine if you did these one. I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine if either one won.
I'm also happy with either of these.
Fair enough.
But somebody said would Breath of the Wild beat either one of these two? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so
Oh
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
begrudgingly, yes. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Because it
Again,
took what was
pretty
great about
close, though.
Ocarina and then expanded.
Mm-hmm.
It is a different play style though, so it's kind of like it's the next tier because of the open worldness and the crafting necessity. Because like in none of the other games, you really have to craft stuff, but like you have to make food and like medicine. You have to like double check your like your armor and stuff. So there's a lot more to keep track of. But with today's gaming brains, like it's not that bad. It's like Skyrim light. It's like Skyrim for kids. It's super fun.
Malkuth Soldiers, like Breath of the Wild would not beat Ocarina of Time for me.
Dyson Wolf said that it's good. Breath was shut down by the best game out there, the original.
Nah.
Meh. I think Ocarina still has. Okay, to be fair, I have not yet finished Breath of the Wild, but I was definitely more in tune with the story of Ocarina of Time than I am with Breath of the Wild. But I also feel like that's kind of the point, since it is so open world. Like, not that there isn't a story there, but it's not the
point-
experience.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild is definitely more about the adventure and the journey than it is getting to the end. Because you can get to the end, there's so much more to do. Like you can get to the end earlier than you think.
Yeah.
That is common for open world. Like you can just go straight, just main story, but it's about exploring and what else and all these other side elements to the game.
And the new styles of problem solving in Breath of the Wild are crazy.
great,
Like the way that you can chain abilities together to make shit happen. Like I doubt even the designers thought of half of the shit that the gamers were doing. Like the one where that guy rides the door.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
That was great.
It's like it's insane what you can do.
And there's
You just gotta think
multiple
your way
ways
through it.
to solve things. It's not just one way. You can explore so many ways to solve the problems that the game has.
Yep, I've definitely become like the ranged attacker for Breath of the Wild.
I like to be, but I run out of arrows fast.
You got to buy them every time you see them.
Yep.
My
You
new
play
favorite
Breath of
thing
the
is
Wild. If you play Breath of the Wild, every time you see arrows for sale, buy them. Never stop buying arrows.
my new favorite thing is fighting those Minotaur centaur dudes.
The Lionels.
Lionels, yeah, they're so fun. Like they scared the shit out of me at the beginning, but like I'm just strong enough to like take them out easily. So I'm like, fight me! It's so good.
All right.
So I think, Ocarina of Time won. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
Ocarina
it.
of Time.
But
Yay.
what about the boomerang? They say boomerang's great everywhere.
Yeah. They always
Boomerang's
come back.
jam. Yeah, also great in Link to the Past. I love the boomerang in that one because you can like freeze the enemy and then run up and stabby stab, run back.
Stabby stab. All
So
right.
who won, kids in the chat?
The
Who won?
Ocarina of Time is the winner, and I will put. No, I don't want to rate a channel. No.
Why not?
New poll. New
What are
poll.
you doing?
Look,
What are you doing over there?
Mom.
Brian, what are you doing?
I'm adding the poll.
Oh yeah. Well, while we're pulling up, what's everybody's favorite Zelda weapon?
Master Sword.
Yeah, Master Sword. I guess that was
Yeah.
the question.
Poll is open.
What's everybody's favorite secondary Zelda weapon that isn't the Master Sword?
Being a wolf.
That's stupid. I mean, that's a choice.
You can use your channel points for this too. So you can.
You can access the wolf in Breath of the Wild. You can get him in the game if you have the amiibo.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
You
have
can
to
play
have-
as him?
I think he just follows you around.
Oh, okay.
I think you have to have not only you have to have the amiibo, you have to have a saved game data on that from Twilight Princess. So you have to have used that amiibo on Twilight Princess in order to activate the wolf in Breath of the Wild.
My favorite secondary weapon is the hook shot.
Oh,
Shot
yeah.
is the
Hook shot.
jam. That's my rupee. Doink doink. That's my wall. Doink whee. So good.
I need to go see what game this is. I need to see it.
She's looking
Bye.
up what game she has.
End the stream. Cut it out.
In the
Let's go.
stream right
Just
now.
come back. Don't worry here.
Wait, who's voting Ryan? What happened?
They want me to choose next week, so that's why.
So he's not so boring.
Oh, right.
He's more
right,
invested.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Wow. Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah,
it. That's what those fuckers stole from me. That's
Yeah,
the one.
it's the collector's edition. It's the promotional
Oh.
disc. It
Mhm.
includes 4 classic
Yeah,
games.
it's a little gold. Yes, it's
Cucumber
adorable.
is getting up there though. You are giving me a run for my money.
I'll take your money.
Wow. So yes, I did. This has Majora's Mask on it, and I tried to play it, and it was too difficult. And I tried, and it was like, this is not working.
Yay. Y'all, let Ryan win. I don't want to pick another one this week.
Let Ryan win.
Vote Ryan! Vote
Yeah.
Ryan!
Does it work if you campaign for somebody else?
I guess. Well, it's working. Oh, there you go. Yay!
I am winning. Ooh boy.
Oh, Corey's catching up now, too.
Oh.
Actually, yeah. Make Corey pick something.
Yeah, make Corey pick something. Everyone use all your votes for Corey.
I don't know how
Cucumber
this
says
works.
vote Ryan. Ryan says vote Corey. Corey says vote.
I've said vote 2 people so far. Don't listen to me. Vote Chunk.
How do you vote?
Voted one.
You can't do it on mobile.
I'm not doing a mobile.
You just click it and then hit vote. And
How
do
about
that
you
a
answer the
bunch.
question I asked, not the question you think I asked?
I
It should
just
be in the
did.
chat, and there's like a little drop down option.
Oh, there it is.
Ah.
You're missing an opportunity with this whole best debater. I've already made the.
Yeah, he did make the master joke a while ago.
Oh, every time I show up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh
no.
Aha! Yay, Ryan win.
Aw,
No, that's close.
damn it! I was gonna use all my points to vote for me.
Yeah. Cucumber almost got it.
Ooh wee.
Ooh.
I have an idea because I have an idea I can give you.
Okay. What is your?
No, no,
Oh
no!
no!
invested.
You gotta win. You gotta win, Corey.
Aw.
There's a
Gotta
reason
win.
why he won. It's because the chat wanted him
Yeah.
to be invested. Look,
Ryan has to
What?
care. Ryan has to care about it.
I do have to care about it.
What do you care about, Ryan?
Let's see if I
What do
show
you
up
care
next week or
about?
not.
I would like to care next week about best
Uh-huh.
film score of a movie.
Ever?
That's
Like
a
of all movies ever made?
Or is that
It just
too
sounds
broad?
like you're pandering to Corey right now.
Oh, what?
Ooh.
No.
Oh, you do you.
Finian Burrow says, "Can I change my vote?"
Yeah. What's
Really now,
Corey's
we're all in
idea
it.
then,
We're
if
all
you don't like
suffering
mine?
with you.
What?
You can have more ideas.
Well, yeah.
I don't have to like yours, but it doesn't mean you don't have to go with it.
Yeah, I chose Green Lanterns for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Narrow it a little.
Okay. Best shitty scores ever. Best James Horner scores ever. Best
Best
John
actor
Williams
movie.
scores ever.
We could do best musical movie.
musical comedies, best action film score, best rap verse in Hamilton, best sidekick.
Best
in a
bare
video.
asses in film. Best
Sci-fi scores. So,
Sci-fi
best
scores.
action score themes.
best I don't know. It's not my job. Why am I
No.
helping? Go away.
Best.
Best John Williams
How
score.
about instead of that? How about best sci-fi horror movie, like Alien or Pandorum or
sci-fi
Alien.
horror?
sci-fi horror? Yeah.
Are you into
Sci-fi
those?
Yeah.
Are you passionate about those?
I mean, I'd probably be more
indifferent
passionate
most of the show?
about musicals, like movie musicals.
Then why don't we go with that?
Then let's
Yeah,
do
why
that.
don't you go with the thing that you actually like and know things about?
I know about both of them, but yes, movie musicals.
So wait, best movie musicals?
Yeah.
Didn't we
Movie musicals.
just do that?
Movie
Did we?
musicals.
Yes?
Yes.
That was
Chat
just-
time. No, in chat time we talked a lot about it, but we didn't
Oh, yes, chat
officially
time. That was
vote on it
chat
on
time.
this show.
Okay, gotcha.
Balance says
So if
best
you missed
musical
chat
horror?
time, what? Cannibal, the musical.
Best
Repo, the genetic opera.
Ooh.
Yes.
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah. Rent.
Also a
Into the
horror,
Woods.
apparently.
Oh, Rent is awful.
Rent, yeah. that's-
Ooh.
So
It's great when you're in high school and mad.
Or
Yeah. No, the play's great. The movie's awful.
I
Oh, yeah.
I do like something that someone just texted me, which was best Star Trek captain. That one's fun.
But you've never seen Star Trek. How are you gonna argue
Yeah,
against
how
that
would
one?
you know?
That's not true.
I mean, I'm down to yell about that.
Yeah. I think that'll be that will evenly be us together, I think. That's not worse.
Picard. The end.
have to show up
Picard.
next week.
Ah.
Ooh, you should get his name escaped me for a second. We should get Dave and Will to be here together at the same time.
Oh yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Totally.
So best.
Well, you
Star
should get
Trek-
you should get your PlayStation friend. What's his bucket to come on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should ask him.
Yeah. Okay, what you doing? Nothing, right?
Nothing,
Put
right?
me on the show.
So what are we doing, Ryan? What's your final decision?
Best Star Trek captain is my go-to. Yes.
Oh.
That one sounds like a lot of
Nice.
fun, actually. Final
Okay.
answer.
Okay.
Best
Great.
Star Trek Capitan.
Damn it! Why can't?
Now,
you
do we
just make a
allow
decision? Why
additional
does it take so
iterations
long?
of those same captains?
Oh yeah,
like do
for
we
sure.
get
Like Chris.
get reboot Kirk and old Kirk?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because technically they're
Different.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking the question. Well, it's like we had whatchamacallit here, Lynx Awakening, and there's 2 versions, but only one was on the list. This is why I asked. I want to see if we're actually going to debate them.
Mm.
But also, sorry, Chris Pine.
Aw. He was a good Kirk.
We'll yell next week.
I thought he was a Kirk.
He's a good
Okay.
Kirk because he was doing a great what's his bucket impersonation.
fair.
I can't stop saying what's his bucket. I can't stop. It hurts. Help me.
Shatner.
You guys want to see a trick?
Well, sure. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go raid our friend Connie. She's playing.
Yay!
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna send it over that way. So we're gonna start that raid, and then I
Thank you
will.
so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for helping us debate who was the best, who has the best Zelda game, which was the
There you
Ocarina
go.
of Time.
Who has? I have the best Zelda game. I own Breath of the Wild. It was me. So thank you for
Yeah.
joining us, everybody.
All right. See us tonight to do some funny lines and things with Trashterpiece Theater at
Tiger Man
7:30.
really wants to know what plays like we're gonna do on Trashterpiece Theater.
But well, I mean this should work.
Is it in the Discord?
No,
But that does.
he's brought it up a couple
Ooh,
times.
the link is there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Study up,
there you go.
everyone.
All right. See y'all later.
Bye.